Welcome, you guys, to another Money Mondays. This is Anna. I'm Joel. Some of you guys are new, and we are so grateful to have you guys on board. It was such a fun week this week because we celebrated Ella's second birthday, and we celebrated our 1-year anniversary on YouTube. So it's been great too, and we just hit 900 subscribers. So thank all of you guys for clicking the subscribe button above. So you'll see it up here and annotated. Click subscribe and tell somebody about us. What are you looking at right there?
I'm just kidding.
You're like, oh. I get it. She's looking for the subscribe button. All right, we always have the giggles on Money Monday videos because it's usually late after we put the kids to bed.
And we're delirious.
So the first question comes from Life is Precious 12. I still want to know how you budget meals and homemaking. When we started to budget for food, we really had no idea where to start. So we kind of looked where what we were spending on receipts and things like that for groceries and going out to eat, and we realized we were spending a lot of money. So one of the things that we started doing in the beginning was we started to meal plan.
So we figured out what we were spending. We decided on a budget that would work for us weekly for our family.
How much was that?
At the time, it was $100.
It was $100. Yes.
It was $100 per week, so it was $400 a month.
As Anna started, putting the meals down, what we're going to have every week, we made sure that we stuck to a grocery list. Here's the thing you're going to find. You're going to find that if you go into a store without a game plan, you're going to just start spending money.
Oh yeah,
you're just
having
gonna
a game plan is essential.
This. Remember that when you go in there and you have that game plan, you're going to stay on your budget. You're not going to be tempted to go over. And here's the thing, when we first started, I remember being in the grocery store. I had the calculator and a pen. She had the list. She would get whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I would write down everything. Okay, we're $1.99 for this, $1.79 for a hot house cucumber. And I would add to make sure that it was under the budget. And there were times in the beginning when
we're learning.
We were learning, and there was
maybe a meal we chose with an extra ingredient.
It had too much,
or something.
So we had to change it.
We had to put it back.
And put it back. We did.
Which was hard to do, but you gotta do it and decide that you want to be debt free and content and things like that. So there are hard choices. It's not easy all the time. We've learned a lot, so we don't have a lot of those moments. They still happen occasionally when I'm alone and I go to the store hungry.
You like snack?
Yeah, but yeah, they're few and far between now, and it makes grocery shopping a breeze, and it's a lot easier.
It does. So. Life is Precious 12. I hope you find a little bit.
Yeah, I hope that was helpful.
Inspiration from that or ideas.
Okay, so the next question comes from Mrs. Timmy T. Have you ever thought about cloth diapering? The cost of cloth versus disposable is unreal. We cloth diaper, and it's just one of the ways we've saved money with a growing family. Best of luck and congratulations. Thank you. Yes, we have thought about that, and thank you for bringing it up because as we expect a new baby.
Yes. Yes. This is good. We're talking about this because we're having a baby.
Yes. As we expect the new baby, we'll definitely be looking for ways to cost cut. So yeah, that's really a helpful tip. We looked into it with Ella, but at the time we couldn't afford it in our budget. We had a much smaller budget at the time, and we just simply couldn't afford the startup fee that it costs to start cloth diapering because it is really expensive. And I registered for it hoping that maybe somebody could get us like a starter kit.
But we don't know rich people, so.
Just after that, I think it wasn't totally agreed upon that it was of value to the family enough to budget it in every month and save up for a starter kit, which was fine. And so we just kind of left that and haven't gone back to it. But yeah, I do actually look longingly at cloth diapers whenever I see moms with babies with cloth diapers because it's mostly actually not, I didn't think of it as much for the financial aspect as I did for just the green aspect of it and being eco-friendly and whatnot. The work of it is a little daunting to me, especially with 3 little ones, but I think it would be worth it in the end, especially knowing that it would help our budget. So yes, thank you for bringing that up, and it is something that we've thought about and something that we will be thinking about again very, very soon.
We're gonna put it in the budget.
So yeah, thank you, Miss Mrs. Timmy T.
So the next one comes, next one's kind of a big one, you guys. From Brandon and Callie 06. I have a question. I was in a car accident 2 years ago that totaled my car. Because we were on such a tight time frame for getting a replacement, we were stupid and bought a car with a very hefty car payment. What makes the payment, we make the payments, but it definitely makes things tight and puts a downer on what we can pay toward other debt. Having had the car only 2 years, I can't sell it for what I owe on it. Should I try to refinance or trade or just keep it? That's a great question. I've heard, I listened to Dave Ramsey talk about this a lot, like car questions a lot. And one of the things that he reminds us is that financing the cars, you guys, financing the car, regardless of how mathematically you think you can make it work, it's just dumb. It's not smart because what happens is the financing is set up for the finance company to make money off of you. Dave Ramsey often talks about having too much car. How much car is too much. He says you shouldn't have more than half your annual income tied up in things that go down in value like a rock. And here's the thing. You go finance a brand new car off the dealer, off the lot, the car loses 70% of its value, of its market value in the first 4 years. Can you believe that? Oh my gosh. So it's no wonder you can't, Brandon and Kelly, you know, that you're in this pinch because you know that when you sell, if you sell the car, you're not gonna have what it takes to pay the financing company. You're gonna have to find money somewhere to pay the difference. So it's a very difficult situation that you guys are in. I don't really know the very particulars to your situation. Like, you know, I don't know how much money you guys make a year. You know, so I don't know if if you make $30,000 a year and you have a $20,000 car. You got too much of your income tied up in something that goes down in value. These questions are so specific. You know, if you want to private message me, kind of more of the financial numbers and situation, I'd love to help. Give you some advice as far as which way to go if you sell it, if you keep it. Millionaires, guys, don't even buy new cars. 80-something%, 83, 84%, something like that, of millionaires buy 2-year-old cars or older. That's what they do. They buy smart. Save as much cash as you can and pay cash for your cars, guys. That's my advice to you. I hope it helps you guys. And good luck with that situation. If you want some more detailed stuff, Brandon and Kelly 06, just private message me some of those numbers and I can kind of help you, maybe give you some insight to that. So hope it helps you. So our last question comes from Homemaker Hand Guide, and Homemaker Hand Guide asks this. With tax returns coming around, can you suggest some ways to spend our return money smartly and not waste it all on unneeded stuff? Or what do you all do when you get yours? Thanks a bunch.
You can buy new clothes. Just kidding.
All the stuff we don't have. If you don't have an emergency fund, a starter emergency fund of at least $1,000 in the bank for rainy day fund, throw $1,000 in there right away, and then put the rest towards your debt. Don't go and do like what we've done in the past. And I don't know, gosh, we used to spend. We don't even know what we used to spend that money on.
That's so sad.
Like tax refunds and stuff. Like I'm sure groceries or treats, and it was really horrible. So be smart this year with your tax return. If Anna and I had that money, let's say we had a refund that came in, we would definitely, because we are still in debt, we would definitely put that money towards debt. Immediately. It would just be like, okay, money's coming, oh, there we go. That's what we do with our tax refund, and hopefully it encourages you to go. Thank you guys for all your questions. If you have another question for next week's Money Monday, please leave it in the comment box below. Again, click subscribe above. Tell people about us. Tell your friends about Money Mondays. We're going to take a break this week from any other videos. We're just going to, our next video will be next Monday. We're still trying to figure out like life and everything, because when I go to work, I am there and I do a lot of the editing and stuff, so I can't keep up with this stuff sometimes because I'm making TV shows somewhere else and it's hard to...
And I'm not going to do it.
This will give you a whole week to get all your questions about money, about life, about anything. Hopefully we can help and just encourage you guys to. And tell somebody you love them this week. Come back next week. Okay? Tell your friends. Tell your grandma. Tell your
I
grandpa.
almost said that.
You ever said that?
That's so
High five.
funny. Wee! Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Is this thing on?
Unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York.
Bugger, bugger, bugger.
Make sure you warm up this part right here. Just kidding. I know.
Okay, so it's Money Mondays, and we're here doing this crap.